They were 20 volunteers from Reno, Nevada. They traveled a world away to Honduras to help build a hospital. What they found there was a little slice of heaven. A place where they were free to worship, sing their songs, and explore their spirituality like they'd never done before.
Hands across the border.
This is their true story.
Hands across time. Lord, give us hands.
Hands for Honduras.
For Honduras. And let them serve all mankind. May the walls we build today forever sing your praise. Give us hands for Honduras and a light to find our way. Hands across cultures. Hands across speech. Lord, give us hands for Honduras and a true voice with which to preach. May the friends we meet today be those who never go away. Lord, give us hands for Honduras and a light to find our way.
Children often have a special way of being able to cut right to the heart of the matter and speak directly to adults. And nowhere is that more true than in Honduras. It's nearly impossible to describe the beauty of the children who live in the little village of La Guama. La Guama is the village located right near the hospital site. The light of the Lord shines out of their eyes, and their lips and smiles mirror the heart and love of Jesus. These little ones minister to us more than we can minister to them. They happily pitch in on any work being done around the hospital, and of course, their love is boundless. One of the neat things about getting to know the children on a one-on-one basis is being able to observe how well they're cared for at the feeding center run by John and Audrey Spence. It's located just down the hill from the hospital site itself. And the director of the feeding center makes certain that all of the children get one hot meal a day. She also ensures that the children are nourished with the message of Christ as well. These children express their devotion to the Lord with voices raised in praise, and they give thanks before each and every meal.
Este es el día que hizo el Señor, día de alegría y de gozo, Este es el día que hizo el Señor, día de alegría y de gozo. Este es el día que hizo el Señor.
And what white stuff? Banana?
Yeah, oh, that's banana.
Yeah.
They put banana in the soup.
Yeah.
Oh,
The cooking
I've never
banana,
tried that.
not the banana we eat.
That's plantanos.
It's a cooking banana.
It's called a plantanos.
Yeah, right.
estás en el cielo, te damos gracias nuevamente. Te pedimos que bendigas a cada uno de los que están acá presentes, que los ayudes. Bendice al grupo, bendice a las madres y a todos nosotros. Te pedimos que bendigas nuestros alimentos y que proveas siempre, porque te lo pedimos en el nombre de nuestro Señor Jesucristo. Amén. Uy, mira.
For us who have so much, we could learn a lot from those who have so little, for all you need is God. For when all is said and done, what you own and what you've won means nothing in the total scheme of things if you haven't accepted Jesus as your King. We've gone so far beyond the necessities of life, it's time we stop to take a look inside. When all of our success has bred complacency and desire has waned to do and be, real success is in the words Jesus said with outstretched arms, "Come unto me." When you've tasted from the well, you can fall under its spell and drink till you've drunk the well dry. With conspicuous consumption, we've lost our way. It's so easy to switch the channel when you don't like what they do or what they say. But the truth is in the words Jesus said with outstretched arms, "Come unto me, and then you'll see." For us who have so much, we could learn a lot from those who have so little. All you need is God. For when all is said and done, what you own and what you've won means nothing in the total scheme of things if you haven't accepted Jesus as your King. One of our most enthusiastic volunteers was Jack Homeyer of Reno, who performed just about every job imaginable to perfection. Later on, he confessed that this had been a very unique and rewarding vacation, one of the best he'd ever taken. The drama, the excitement, the emotion, it all combined to make it just super special for him, and he said it was a trip he would not soon forget.
Jack, I'm not here right now. I'm in Honduras, right? How you
Right.
doing? What do you do in real life? I understand you work for the power company.
Yes, I work in Sierra Pacific in what's called resource planning. I'm work with a computer all day figuring out how many power plants we need to build and when we need to build them.
This is quite a change from that type of life here, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, first of all, the fact that this is physical labor instead of just sitting at a desk all day, but it's so beautiful here and the people are so friendly and it's just, you know, there's a tremendous change here. It's a privilege to be here.
How has this trip changed your outlook on life?
Well, for the cooperation that I see here, all the people working together is really tremendous. It's something that I had never experienced before in this kind of a charitable setting, I guess you might say. I mean, sure, we cooperate at work because that's our jobs, but here everybody is cooperating out of a spirit of love for each other and a spirit of love for the people here.
How did you get into this trip? How did this all come about?
Well, it was really quite by accident. I was invited to Pastor Mark's church one day by a friend of mine, Joan McCorkle, And the person that I was going there, that Joan invited me to come to meet, turned out not to be there. And then Joan mentioned Honduras and said, let me introduce you to this fellow named Howard Dupree. And Howard happened to come walking up the stairs just about that time, and so he and I started talking, and Howard mentioned Honduras, and I said, well, I'd like to go. And the Lord put it all together. The timing was just perfect.
What do you think it's going to be like when we leave here and go back? Is it going to be kind of a letdown, do you think? Or what kind of feelings do you think we're going to have when we come back to the States after being here?
Well, I think for the people who have not had this experience before, that they're going to be shocked at how much stuff we have in the United States compared to how much stuff the people here have. And there's always a feeling of how did I accumulate all this crap that I don't need in my life? And
because these people basically have nothing and they're happy, aren't they?
Yeah, they are happy.
And
they really have very, very little. I mean, most of the houses that we've seen have been made out of bamboo or just boards. A few people have brick houses. I suppose those are the middle class. They don't have any windows or doors, but they have, at least the houses are made of brick. So it's just tremendous difference.
All right, I want to thank you so much, Jack. And if anybody, what would you say to somebody thinking of coming to here maybe for the trip next year? What would you say to them?
I would strongly encourage anybody to come, regardless of how physically able you feel or what kind of skills you have. Please come and join us here.
The second day we were at the project, a group of us had a chance to visit a typical home, or casita, located near the hospital site itself. We were graciously invited into the home and soon came to understand just what it means to live in primitive circumstances. We were impressed by the way all of the inhabitants, including chickens, a couple of dogs, a couple of cats, a couple of kittens, and even the human beings, all managed to live quietly in harmony. Daily necessities such as preparing and cooking food are major undertakings for the poor people of Honduras. All food has to be cooked on a small clay wood-burning device such as this one. Additionally, the food, such as traditional tortillas, have to be made by hand. In this case, made by the loving hands of abuela, or grandmother.
They don't know any better. They don't know anything else. So their level of unhappiness is far less than ours would be, because we would expect more and better because we've always been spoiled. And if you have nothing, but you don't know any better, it's a better situation. Relatively speaking, it's hard to explain that, but it's like once someone has handed you a chocolate ice cream cone, you've never had ice cream in your life, you put it to your tongue and you taste it and your flavor buds explode and the cold feels good, and you start to feel wonderful about the flavor, and then somebody gives you a stick and says, here, suck on this. It won't work again. It's not the same. So we have stoves and ranges, we turn on the power, and voila, we've got everything. And but if you don't have that, and you've got something made out of clay and whatnot to bake on, it still cooks tortillas. But you've never known an electric stove. It's the same analogy as the ice cream and the stick. Here's the thing, they don't have an electric range, and they don't have an ice box, and they don't have the furniture that we have, and they don't have the conveniences that we have. But in the living room, prominently displayed in a place of honor, is a picture of Jesus. Where are the priorities? In our homes, we just have the accoutrements that are so fine and expensive, and Jesus is usually out the door because we didn't bring him. So who's really rich and who's really poor? You know what I find that's interesting? I find that the spectrum of emotions are so very narrow back in the States. and you don't feel a whole lot. Somebody says, this is my child, and shows you a picture, and you go, yeah, right, I got one too, so what? But over here, when somebody says, here's my child, and hands her to you, and you pick her up and you touch her, and she squeezes you around the neck and pats you on the cheek and gives you a big wet kiss because she's giving you love, your emotion suddenly springs open 180 degrees. It's almost like you have a lens, an emotional lens that stays down to a little pinpoint of light coming through, and it's not full spectrum. It's not stereo. It's not wide open. It's not surround sound type thing. It's just a little bitty window of emotions. I come here and I just constantly feel like there's an elephant trying to crawl up my throat because I see things and immediately I'm touched by them, and I can't explain why. Somehow I feel like that when Jesus was sitting at the well and 15 or 20 children came and crawled up in his lap and started touching his face and hugging him and touching his feet and hugging his knees. And the men said, come on, get those kids out. That's the master. Get him away. And Jesus said, wait a minute. This is what it's all about. Suffer the little children to come unto me. Forbid them not. He was giving love. And what you have is in the cities right now, you have people who are hurting and people who need to be loved. But you have few who are willing to give love.
Our experiences with food were quite favorable because we were blessed during the entire trip to have special meals prepared for us. We didn't frequent too many of the local eateries, but we did have a great variety ranging all the way from sea bass taken that very day right out of Lake Yahoa to the local version of Burger King. There was something to please every palate.
Well, this is your local Burger King. And they serve cervezas here, it looks like. Hola. Hola, how you doing? We got the Whopper here? Where's the Whopper, Howard?
I don't know.
Okay. And what's just a regular hamburger here? 9 Lempiras?
We got the hamburgers with fries. This is with con papas.
Okay, now how much is that? Seven
Lempiras, yes.
Okay.
Hamburger grande with the con queso.
Whatever that is.
Yes. And the grande hamburger with the
We
papas.
got the Burger Grando, the Grande Burger, and the Burger Reno.
Yeah.
We
need you to...
The Babitos, Los Babilleros.
This is burger and French fries.
Yes.
Okay, that's the Whopper, that's the Super Whopper. There's your Big Mac there. The Grande Mac.
Fries.
Let's face it, folks, if they don't have it or can't get it here, you just don't need it.
You know what? This is not Burger King, and you can't have it your way.
That's right.
Your typical Burger King, Honduras style.
Although we'd been in Honduras a number of days, we still hadn't heard anything musically from musician Grant Kim. You see, he was a classical pianist without a piano, or so he thought. Thus, he felt much like a duck out of water. Then, much to his surprise, he discovered there was a piano in a little wooden chapel. A small piano, but a piano nonetheless. And after that, you just couldn't keep him away from the instrument. Many a night we were happily serenaded to sleep with notes echoing from the chapel and throughout the encampment in that humid Honduran darkness.
see, what do you think could be in here? A piano! Whoa! Go for it, brother. Cool, huh? That's it. Play that thing, Grant. This is Grant's surprise here. We didn't know there was a piano here all this time. I just found this out. There was a piano here the other day, and I was just kind of like waiting this to be a surprise for you to let you know it was here.
On our next program, we'll explore the beauty of Honduras and we'll meet volunteer Joan McCorkle. Through song, we'll compare our surroundings in Honduras with our home base in Reno, Nevada, and we'll share with you some unique evening services that were filled with music and praise. Now we close this program with a song written by a young man whose talents are just being discovered. This song, Lord, You Have So Much to Give, is the first song Rob Cravens has co-written, inspired during his trip to Honduras. Join us next time as Hands for Honduras continues.
Oh Lord, you have so much to give. You breathe life into everything I see. You breathe truth where there is injustice. You are the beacon that shines for all the world to see. I could feel the light going out inside of me, but you came to my rescue just in time for me to see. I could own the world and everything that's in it, but without you, Lord, I never would be free. Oh Lord, you have so much to give. You breathe life into everything I see. You breathe truth where there is injustice. You are the beacon that shines for all the world to see. Now I feel a glow from deep down inside of me. With you as my Savior, Lord, nothing stands in front of me. With you by my side, I can conquer anything. You're the voice within that makes me want to sing. Oh Lord, you have so much to give. You breathe life into everything I see. You breathe truth where there is injustice. You are the beacon that shines for all the world to see. Oh Lord, you have so much to give. Oh Lord, you have so much to give. Oh Lord, you have so much to give. Oh Lord, you have so much to give.